Alan, thank you so much for joining us. Alan is the North American Tequila Cazadores ambassador and also a big fan of agave, like myself. And today we are going to be talking to Alan about barrel aging, specifically with agave spirits. So Alan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm very excited to be with you. Very. I'm in New York and you are in
Miami, but right now I'm in
where
South
are you now?
Carolina.
Miami.
Yes, Miami.
Yes.
Usually Miami. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So we are talking again about barrel aging in regards to agave spirits. So in the tequila industry, I think we are a little bit spoiled because of how complex our original white spirit or Blanco spirit is. And we don't really even need to put it in the barrel sometimes because it's already so delightful just straight out of the still. So why do you think that barrel aging is becoming more and more common with people enjoying aged expressions of tequila?
Well, I think tequila is one of the oldest spirits in the industry, right? And usually it's been drinking, blanco, silver, or some people they call it the naked expression of the tequila. And right now there's been aging because it was from back then, like as a method of traveling, and now it is just getting these beautiful flavors of aging. And each maestro tequilero has, their own recipes. Like, my mom and you, mom, it cooks their own food recipes differently, right? So I think it's for depending on the consumers what they want, what they really enjoy, and I think it's doing very well. It's the sales of the Asian tequila is just growing up faster and faster, and I really enjoyed it too.
I really enjoy it as well. So in the whiskey industry, it's common to see bourbon that is 10 or 20 years old. We see scotch that is upwards of 30 or 40 years old. Why is it that with agave, we don't really ever see it being aged to that extent? Like, why do you think?
That's a great question, and because again, we're talking about one of the spirits on the industry, and it's very traditional. But at the same time, we became kind of innovating, like some of the tequila process that be changing because the modernity of the planet, like back and I believe that tequila is been changing, but not as fast as another categories. So I think we will see more and more about this long aging process like the whiskey. I think I'm pretty sure that some other tequila brands are already working on this. And when we least expect it, they're like, oh yeah, we have a 80 years old tequila aged. And I was like, okay, what is this about? Let me taste it. I will be very excited to see that.
I think you're right. I think we might see it down the road. Absolutely. So being that you are originally from Mexico, and we are speaking about Mexico, the land where all of this lovely tequila is being made, from your perspective, really, how do you see aged expressions being drank in Mexico? Are they being put in cocktails, or is it mostly sipping, or what do you see as far as in Mexico? How do people drink these aged tequilas?
Born and raised in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. I'm very proud of that. And when I was growing in Mexico, we've been drinking tequila different ways, but mostly it's, the really things I really miss in Mexico is the bottle service. When you're with your friends, you sit in a restaurant, a bar, or a nightclub, and you have more than five, you order a bottle and they bring it to the table. And usually you enjoy this tequila, soda water, grapefruit soda, a little lime, and maybe tonic water, but basically it's very easy mix. You can drink in neat. You can drink in with a little. I like it a little soda water with a splash of a little citrus, like a lime, a pinch of salt, or a version of a paloma, which is very easy. It's tequila and grapefruit soda and a little lime and salt, and voila. But right now, I feel with all these social media tools and platforms, it's been helping to bartenders in Mexico to get inspired to create a beautiful cocktails. And really, every time I go to Mexico and I visit my friends in Guadalajara who work in the bar industry, they just create these beautiful cocktails who are representing the culture in Mexico because they use like a Mexican ingredients and they have a beautiful storytelling. So yes, you can drink neat or you can still drink in a beautiful cocktail.
Awesome. And so final question for you is, what is your favorite recipe that utilizes an aged tequila? And this can be with Cazadores or with Patron. It's okay, either one. We're all in the family. So
Yeah,
what is your
yeah. I'm like
what is your favorite recipe that you like to
I
drink?
love all of them, but I think for an aged tequila, you usually you want to keep the most the flavors that represent in an aged tequila, right? So sometimes, seriously, this is what I do in Mexico. Sometimes I drink in a tequila reposado, and I drink it with soda water and a pinch of a little just lime juice, and I enjoy it like that, delicious. If it's like an extra añejo, I also, for me, I'm the one that I do like a version of old fashioned with a little chocolate bitters. And if I do a cristalino, and the cristalino, it's like at least in Cazadores is 1 year age, and well, 1 to 2 years age, and then it's a charcoal filtration. So you still have the characteristics of an añejo, but I like to do a 50-50 martini with that. I think because it's good, you have all the natural flavors of that aging expressing and a very elegant, very cool way that you drink it with a little martini glass.
I love it. All right. Sounds awesome. I would
Yeah.
not have thought of that, and I have not had it that way. And I am inspired now to try it. I hope our audience is inspired to try it as well. Alan, thank you so much for joining us. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, best abrazos. Thank you so much for inviting me. Hopefully we can see each other sometime soon, like a real person.
Maybe in Mexico. Fingers crossed.